Hello. Right now we're going to be talking about addition with whole numbers. And and the important thing to remember is when you're adding with whole numbers, we usually like to start with just single digits. So if I'm doing something like if I do something like 7 plus 6, we start with whatever number we're at, so 7, and then we're literally just counting and we're to see what that adds up to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 plus 6 is 13. This is by far the the simple version of how you add with whole numbers. And you could do this with larger digits if you'd want. I could do something like, 14 plus 5. I could start at 14 and then but I use a different color here. But I do 14 and go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 14 plus 5 would be 19. However, this is the very, very simplified version. What we're going to find for larger numbers is we're probably going to want to do something like add vertically. So say we've got something like 712, and I were to add to this 195. What you're going to do is you start at the rightmost digit, then you add each digit. The funny thing here is, 2 plus 5, that's 7. However, sometimes your result isn't going to fit in the given space. 1 plus 9 is 10. So you might need to carry your tens digit to the next column left. One plus 9 is 10. So the 0 goes down here, and I'm going to carry the 10 from this up here. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Let's do that again. Let's say we've got something like, let's say I've got 857. I'm going to add to this 329. So 7 plus 9 is going to be 16. So the 6 goes down, the ones digit of that goes here, and our tens digit goes up above. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Now, since I don't have another column, I'm just going to drop that right down here. So 857 plus 329 is going to be 1,186. Now, there's a couple properties of addition that I do like to talk about. Now, this is a few things that it's helpful to know, especially when you get into algebra. So let's talk about some properties of addition. And two things with addition that you should know right off the bat is, first of all, it's commutative. Commutative, I hope whenever I think of, and I think I might have just misspelled that. Yeah, I think I misspelled that. Whenever you're thinking of the commutative property, think about commuting. And I hope when you're thinking about commuting, you're actually thinking about moving. because this basically says that you can move your terms. Moving terms does not affect the sum. So that means that 3 plus 8 is going to be the exact same thing as 8 plus 3. We've also got things like the associative property. Associative property basically says that groupings can be changed. So that means I could do something like, I could say something like 7 plus 3 plus 5 is going to be the same thing as 7 plus 3 plus 5. All we did was change where the parentheses, where the groupings are going. The last thing that we're going to talk about with that is an identity. And an identity property, the identity of addition is 0. 0 added to any term doesn't change the number. So that means that if I've got something like, if I've got 6 plus 0, that's going to be the same thing as 6. Or if I've got 0 plus 6, same thing. Adding 0 is not going to change isn't going to change the value of our number. So these are some properties of addition. We've talked about our methods of addition, and hopefully this will help you out, and we'll see you in the next video.